You know, one of the things that's always fascinated me about the story of Meghan and Harry was literally how easily and how quickly Prince Harry simply accepted Meghan Markle's version of events. You know, when you get together with someone, there's always that sort of early stage, isn't it, where you talk about family, friends, what do you like, what are you akin to? And again, when you think about it, it always was very strange, given the fact that he's from possibly the world's most famous family, and yet Meghan Markle had no idea who he was, didn't know anything about his family, and yet, of course, had studied his late mother, the beautiful Princess of Wales, Diana, well, to great, well, shall we say, theory, to put it kindly. But Harry truly believed, well, she didn't really know anything. As I pointed out recently, she didn't realise, in fact, that Prince Andrew was the Queen's son. She thought he was some kind of bag carrier. And this apparently amused Harry to the point where it convinced him she'd not even looked them up on Google. I mean, think about it. Recently, I mentioned the fact about Meghan's first marriage. Some people say perhaps not, but you know, on record, it's his first marriage. Now, here's where it gets interesting, because a colleague reached out who was very close in that period to the happy couple. As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time. And you all right? In the beautiful greenery that is, of course, Kensington today. It's nice to have your company, whatever you're doing. And as ever, thank you for being supportive of the videos. I'm glad so many people got involved regarding the Boots the Chemist Christmas video, you know. I just want to reiterate, I couldn't care less what people say or do, but when they're offensive, you kind of think to yourself, wouldn't it have been great, say, to have maybe the singer, the beautiful actress, in fact, Vanessa Williams, who's currently in town for a musical here in London, who played a great role in Ugly Betty and, of course, the former Miss America. Why not get somebody like that if you wanted a glamorous lady of colour? Absolutely spot on, ideal, looks the sort that would wear makeup. Why pick somebody who just simply offends so many people? Whoever's doing it, well, they can kiss their Christmas earnings goodbye, along with the 300 stores that Boots are now getting rid of. I'll leave it there. Back to your royal story of the day. This man, some people say, has a great story. I would say he definitely has indeed. We're talking, of course, about Trevor Engelson, the first husband of the cable TV actress Meghan Markle. Now, I don't know about you, I've always felt a little bit sorry for Trevor. I mean, I kind of feel that he's been given a bad rap, seemingly because he's dragged into the limelight when clearly he didn't want to be. You can see he looks uncomfortable, even in the red carpet pictures alongside his then wife, who prominently dumped him and demanded some sort of magic mixer back and sent these things back in the post, all that sort of stuff. Endings are never clear, are they, and concise. But what was clear and concise, talking to a colleague who was literally, shall we say, but what was clear and concise was talking to someone who contacted me directly and said that they were there throughout certain elements of the marriage. Now, according to them, Trevor did his very best to make Miss Markle literally the princess of everything. She was the centre of his world. He couldn't do enough. He tried his best to accelerate her career in Hollywood, in movies, on television, all of that sort of stuff. But apparently, according to them, and as ever we have to say allegedly, it wasn't fast or really going the way that she wanted it. But the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway that I found fascinating was, according to them, well, there were apparently 3 people in the marriage. Remind you of anybody's story? Right? Well, what was interesting here is the fact that the 3 people were, in fact, Trevor, Meghan and her mother Doria. Now, they're at pains to point out that Thomas Markle was in fact a great support to his daughter, and really, if anything, was too easy going on her, making sure, of course, that she had everything she needed, and he was very much a daddy's girl, a role allegedly that Trevor then had to fulfill. Whatever she needed, he had to deliver it. You get the picture. But according to that source, the mother, Doria, was, well, never really enamoured with Trevor, apparently not quite good enough, and as ever, allegedly, not really giving the daughter the princess lifestyle that she so desired. And also is, and you have to take this as what they're saying, and this is the thing, that he said he knew that the relationship wouldn't last because simply Trevor could not provide what Meghan was looking for, and she was always looking for something else. They pointed out the moment she got into suits and accelerated in her own way, then Trevor was disposable. I don't know about you, but it gives a fascinating insight into the mindset of Meghan and whether, of course, history will repeat itself with her latest husband, the former well known as the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry. Either way, the three people in the marriage still remains, right? Doria, Harry and Meghan. And she is a driving force in the way that her daughter thinks, moves and operates. Should someone warn Harry? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.